Well, how's it going, guys? Wanted to make a quick little video on the Kraton 8S and the Losi dbxl-e 2.0 about the punch setting and motor timing. A couple of people have asked me, how do you set it? I did have a problem on the Losi on the brake because I wasn't home. I thought I remembered the procedure, but I did not. So I've got the books out here. This is the Kraton. Number 1 is your running modes. Number 2 is your motor rotation. Number 3 is your low voltage cutoff. Number 4 is your BEC voltage. And they have them marked in gray of where they're at. Number 6, reverse strength. Number 7 is your punch setting. And number 8 is your motor timing. Now, the ESC is the same on the Losi. It has that new smart system. But the numbers are not the same. Here's the Losi. Number 8 is your punch level. Where on the Kraton, number 7 is your punch level. It's still towards the end of the numbers, but the Losi has 9. Where the Kraton only has 8 different settings. So the Losi has one more. So that's the difference. So the last one is still timing, and the second to the last is still your punch, but they're different numbers on the ESC. So when it comes to the Losi, max brake force is number 6. So that's the one I was having trouble with on the Losi. Today I'm going to go over my Kraton and make sure that I've got all the settings correct. So I want to check my punch and see where I have my punch level. Stock is number 3. So how we do this is first we get our transmitter. Turn your transmitter on so that it's on. You're going to turn your unit on. I've just got the batteries laying in here. You're going to wait for it to do all its cycling. Once it's done that, to enter the program mode, you just hold the set button for 1 second. 1. This will be flashing green. If this is flashing red, you're going to be in the transmitter settings. So make sure that it is flashing green. And then we're going to want to go to, on the Kraton, punch setting. We're going to want to go to number 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once you get to number 7, hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. As you see, it's going to beep. We're on number 3. So number 3 is the factory default. So I want to bring it, this goes up to number 5. So I'm going to bump this RC up to number 5. 1, 2. So now it's on punch number 5, and what I was doing was turning it off. Not supposed to turn it off, supposed to hold it for another 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Now it's programmed in. From here, we go ahead and turn it off. So that's the way you're supposed to program it. I'm going to double check it because I have had in the past where it doesn't accept it. So I'm going to turn it back on. Wait for it to cycle. That's the last beep. 1 second. 1. Flashing green. Good sign. Now we got to go to number 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is on number 5. So we are at the maximum punch level now. So now I'm going to go to the motor timing and go ahead and do the motor timing. So in order to go to that, you got to turn it off. And you got to do that procedure all over again. Go to your motor timing. Brake strength, same thing. I'm going to bump up the brake strength to 50%. And I'm going to bump up the motor timing to 11.25. So that's not good for your motor, just so you guys know. It does give you higher speed, doesn't give you any more out of the hole. So it's not something I suggest. I am going to run it there. I just want to see how it does. And then I'm probably going to bump it back down anyway. I'm not too concerned with this motor because I am going to be changing it. But just wanted to give a quick overview on the Kraton 8S, how you do it. And it's the same on the Losi, the dbxl-e 2.0, the new one. It's just, they're in a different number. So always break out the book. I take pictures of these and I have them in my phone so I know which number is the setting. So I know what to go to, so when I'm out there, I can go ahead and make the adjustments if I have to. But my plans is to take this out, and I want to take the Kraton 6S out. So I just checked the Kraton 6S to make sure all my settings are where I want them. And now I'm going through the Kraton 8S, and then I'm going to double check my Losi, and then I'm going to start putting them all on my new remote controller so I can get rid of all the different remotes I have for all the new RCs I just purchased. So just a little update on how you adjust the punch setting on the new Kraton and on the new Losi dbxl-e 2.0. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like it, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Alright, another quick little tip that I just ran across. Getting the wheels off the Kraton, once you've run it for a while, has taken a little bit of work. Arrma gives you this tool right here, which fits in to the nuts really nice. Problem is, the handle's not long enough. These bolts were really tight. Here's the Losi tool, a little better quality, but the handle is shorter. But the nice thing about them is they give you a square in the back. Losi does, or Arrma did not. So I ended up taking 1/2-inch drive wrench and putting it in the square of the Losi tool in order to break the nuts loose. That was just getting off the nuts. Once I did that, these metal rings that they have back on the back side of the wheels, I found they were stuck. They were literally stuck on, and I had to beat the back of this rim with a rubber mallet to finally get those to free up to get them off. What I've noticed is you can see the indentation from the nut, excuse me, from those teeth on the nut that has pushed the plastic, focus, pushed the plastic in, and the plastic was sticking on the threads right here. Now, I double checked these just to make sure that they were tight when I got the RC, but I never tightened these up. I did end up tightening up the Losis. Losis were a little loose, but the Kraton, it came tight. This is the first time I'm actually taking off the wheels. So just a little heads up. Reason I'm taking them off is I've noticed, I think this pillow ball on this side is loose. I'm going to check that right now. That's a pretty big Allen. So I'm going to have to go grab some Allens and so that I can check that one. Yeah, it's not on this. Not on their tool. The Losi, it's on the tool. So I'll be right back. Let's I want to see if this is loose, because I've got some play on the top right there with the wheel on. So I want to check it and see if that is loose. Give me a second. All right, back again. Didn't see the Allen in their toolkit, but this is definitely loose. God, they sure don't snug up. It did back off. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to secure that. The lower wasn't too bad. But the upper was way loose. Let me check the other side. I noticed the left wheel was leaning when it was on the ground the last time it was out. Oh yeah. The upper on this side was loose too. All I do is tighten it to where it's snug and then just back it off a hair, but these things are pretty loose. So yeah, definitely I'm gonna pop these out and see if there's something I can put into it to stop it from backing off. But it is backing off. Maybe silicone. What I'll do is take it out, the O-ring that's in there, throw silicone in it, tighten it to where I need it to be, let the silicone set up. So definitely, this is why we check our RCs. I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit of lube in here. And then a little bit of lube up there. You can see a little bit of rust starting to develop. So I do have, I know a lot of people don't like it, but I shoot all this in WD-40 and I let it soak in. So, you know, some guys out there don't, but I actually do. I believe that it softens up the plastic. it has on my Kraton, and I don't break many parts. So I know CCXRC does. He does the same thing I do. I know some people are saying use different products, but I use WD-40. It's readily available out here, and it seems to save a lot of my RCs. Alright, appreciate you guys watching. Figured I'd turn the camera back on when I found the wheels sticking. Here's my Kraton 8S. I don't know who else has these little syringes, but works good on these shielded bearings, so that I can throw a little bit of lube on these bearings, so if they don't have the rubber sleeve, allows me to get in there and just add a little bit of lube to the bearing. Also, you see this little bit of rust here? I go ahead and throw a little bit of oil around that too, because if you notice, the last time I was turning this, you could hear the plastic popping. After I tighten up those pillow balls, I just add a little bit of lube. To all this. Not enough to where it's going to collect a bunch of dirt, but the little syringe allows you to get in there and lube this stuff up. So I don't know if anybody else out there does this the way I'm doing it, without taking it apart, you know what I mean? I just throw a little bit everywhere, just to keep things nice and lubricated. But figured I'd show you guys how I just prep my RCs to go out. You know, makes it easier with the shielded bearings to get in there instead of having that rubber there. But yeah, just a quick little tip of how I do it. I don't know if anybody else does. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but seems to be working for me. And keep those bearings lubricated. Thanks.